Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Russo, and this is the KO podcast. And I am here with Kai Kamaka III. How are you doing?
Doing good.
It
Just
looks like a beautiful day in Vegas.
wrapping up wrapping up Thursday training. Gonna wrapping up Thursday training, just about to relax, get some lunch.
Awesome. And thank you for taking the time to talk to me. Um, I just want to kind of start from the beginning of everything with Bellator and PFL. And so what was your first reaction when Bellator was purchased by PFL?
I didn't really have much thought, like other than like, okay, what's next? Like I just want to get scheduled right away. Because I'm trying to fight soon. So yeah, just getting scheduled right away. That was the main thing. I didn't know what it like. I was a Bellator fighter up until I still am, up until I step in the PFL cage. So I mean, I had to get a Bellator fight right away. That was my main goal. And then that's why I was trying to angle to get a fight in Belfast because that was the only thing that was announced. And then as I was trying to do that, they said James Gallagher wasn't available. And then like the same day, like they said, oh, they want you to PFL tournament. So that's how that came about. And that was like late January, maybe not mid-January.
Awesome. And did you change anything specific in your training camp? Because now PFL, they're known for that regular season format. You fight way more than usually in a MMA career in a year. So how'd you prepare for that?
I didn't really change anything yet, just because the first fight, you can't really change it. You can't, like, it's just the first fight of the season. So, I mean, um, yeah, you got to take the first fight, treat it like like a regular camp. And then next is when all the injuries start to happen. Guys I mean, we gotta make weight again. And, that's when the season actually takes a toll on everybody is but you got to make weight more than one time, and then with the accumulated injuries.
Yep. Those are really good points, and that's kind of where, especially with some UFC fighters, they haven't had too much success there. So, but so talk about your matchup with Bubba Jenkins. He's obviously a PFL veteran. He's been here for a while, and he's fought a lot of the PFL roster.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a tough matchup. Decorated wrestler. He's been one of the main guys in the featherweight division for the past three years in PFL. So I mean, he's just gonna try and take me down, unless he tries to stand. Um, which I don't see happening at all. I mean, if he does, that would be dumb on his part. Just like how if I continue to wrestle with him, it'll be dumb on my part, or just be more stupid on my part. Not saying any of us can't win on either way, but that's just the smartest ways of victories for us is kind of laid out, or that's just on the easiest path to victory would be for each of us. So yeah, he's gonna try and take me down. He might try and hide it when he will. Um, so I mean, he has a style that will he wants to take you down, he wants to slam you around, and I have a style that I come to fight. He wants to wrestle and I want to fight. So
Well, you also have a wrestling background yourself. So do you think that you guys, wrestling wise, could negate each other and it could just kind of end up being a stand up affair?
I mean, I'm not as decorated as him, but he might say otherwise on my capabilities of wrestling. And easier said than done, but I feel like I do have the capabilities and the skill set of wrestling wise to show my stand up.
And coming into this fight, who's going to be in your corner? I know obviously you're at Extreme Couture.
My corner on April 19th will be Eric Nicksick, Coach Eddie Baracco, and Jeremy Kennedy.
That's a star-studded corner. And talking about Eric Nicksick, what has your growth been like with him? Because it's been obvious, at least to me, your performance has really just gone so far up since you've really started at Extreme Couture and now you're working with Eric Nicksick.
I mean, I feel like the proof is in the pudding. I mean, just between me and him, I mean, everybody has their growth with their coaches, but I mean, he's helped, he's helped, he's helped me improve a lot. Um, Particularly just making sure I use like my gifts, my assets, my athletic ability. Um, so I feel like our growth together has been real beneficial for me, and rapid. Just because what he brings to the table and what I have, it meshes really well.
And you were just talking about trying to get a fight in Belfast when that card was announced. You did end up going to Belfast, Northern Ireland, to corner your friend Jeremy Kennedy. How was that experience?
It was a good experience. I mean, I got to corner a world championship fight again, against a legend of the sport, Pitbull. But it was a great experience. We as in Jeremy, he was right there in it. I felt like he had him, but that's just the game. When you're going against a world champion of the sport, uh, and a guy who's at the top level, you cannot you cannot give him any chances.
Jeremy, he showed how tough he was in that fight. And would you ever consider coaching as a career after your fighting or even during your fight career?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in three big fights this year in the corner. I was cornering Dan, I was cornering Ray in Saudi Arabia, and I was cornering Jeremy. I mean, that's coaching. Um, yeah, and I mean, so yeah, I kind of already do it. I feel like it makes me sharper as a athlete because I'm always studying, and yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Helps settle me down as a fighter as well.
Hmm. And again, Kai, you fight at PFL 3 on April 19th, and that is in Chicago, Illinois. That's on ESPN Plus and ESPN. Kai, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to me.
Thank you.